Hello, my diet tribe. Welcome to another video session of Let's Talk Diabetes with Nkiruka. So today we're going to be asking one very important question, and that important question is, why do people living with diabetes find it difficult to incorporate vegetables and fruits with their meals? This is a very, very important question, but I have no answer to it. But I'm going to try and talk about a variety of reasons, excuse me, that I think might be discouraging persons living with diabetes from consuming vegetables and fruits with their diet. So the first reason I think could be concerns about their blood sugar levels. So let's talk about fruits now. Most persons living with diabetes are under the impression that if they eat fruits, this will cause their blood sugar levels to spike. Yes, that thought is right. But if fruits are consumed in the right portion, this will not happen. Most times, people in their mind, once they hear, oh, I can eat fruits, someone sits down, eats two bananas in at a go, or two apples at a go, or three oranges at a go. That is not the way to go about eating fruits. So when you eat fruits in that manner, that is when you're going to see those spikes in your blood sugar levels. So my advice all the time, portion control, portion control. This is very, very, very important with diabetes management. So whatever you eat, healthy, it must be in the right portion. And then the next reason for me, I think, is the lack of knowledge. So most people have this misunderstanding about fruits and vegetables, but fruits and vegetables are actually very, very important, actually a very important part of your diabetes diet. So people need to understand that when you're eating fruits, you must eat your fruits whole rather than making them into like a smoothie. So if you make your fruits into a smoothie, this increases the glycemic index and this makes your blood sugar rise very, very quickly. But if you eat fruits whole, your blood sugar level increase will be very gradual, and by the time is 2 hours or 3 hours after the consumption of that fruit, you will notice that your blood sugars are coming back to the level they should be post eating of that fruit. So people need to practice portion control. And for me, I always advise people, if you know you're going to have fruits that are very high in fructose, eat them at the most active time of the day. So the third reason might be accessibility and the cost of purchasing these fresh vegetables and fruits. So I always advise that people can buy like fruits that are in season. So when fruits are in season, they are usually cheaper. And for vegetables, my candid advice would be for you to get like a little portion in your backyard or wherever you've got some land to do some planting, to plant your local vegetables there, so you don't have to go overboard looking for those foreign vegetables. Whatever you have available locally is fine. So for people in West Africa, we have vegetables like ugu, we have spinach, we have efforiro, we have I think we've got kale, we've got ubogoro. So there are so many vegetables that are available to us, and they are very easy to grow. So you don't need so much money to make a small vegetable garden. You can get like a big bowl. You can get like what my sister in America does, or what they did, their old washing machine, they broke it off in parts. So they filled it up with soil in their backyard, and they were able to plant different local vegetables there, and they use it at their will. So you can use whatever you have available. All you just need to do is get your soil, get your seeds, and you plant them, and voila, that's your vegetable garden sprouting out for you. They don't take so much of your time. And for me, I think it's a way for you to relax. And I'm always overjoyed when I am eating vegetables that I have planted. It gives me so much joy. I'm always excited. So I put a lot of effort in taking care of them. So to cut cost, you can do that, and farm your own vegetables. And the fourth reason I think might be meal preparation. So preparing fresh vegetables most times often requires a lot of time, effort, and culinary skills that not everyone has. So this might actually lead you to be more reliant on easy to prepare or packaged food. So my advice usually is create a meal prep day, and dedicate your time to cooking up that delicious vegetable storm. Myself, what I do every fortnight, I pick a weekend and I cook up that vegetable storm. So I take my time the whole day. I wash my veggies, I prep them, I saute them, I do different things with them so that each one I'm eating gives me a different taste. So I'm not saying, oh, I'm just doing steamed vegetables today. Sometimes I'll saute them with tomatoes, put some fish in them. Some days I grill some chicken and put that. And then some days I mix a combination of vegetables. It gives it color, makes it more appealing to myself. I always dedicate one day to cook up this vegetable storm. And whilst doing that, I'm happy to do it. And it's easier for me throughout the week, because all I just need to do is pop it into my microwave and it's ready. So it doesn't make me feel, oh gosh, I don't have any veggies, I have to start prepping. That makes you all tensed up. So you need to be calm, relaxed, pick a day, prep your veggies, cook up the storm, and make life more easier for yourself. And then the fifth could be taste preference. Some people might not enjoy the taste of vegetables. So some people say, oh, when I eat vegetables, I don't feel satisfied with my meals. So my advice is you try different cooking techniques, like sauteing onions with garlic, pepper, and then you mix it up with your steamed vegetable. Oh my goodness, it is so delicious. So try something different each time you're cooking. I love cooking. Cooking is my hobby, so I always try different things to spice up my taste buds. And then the sixth could be cultural dietary habits. So in some household or cultures, like meals are actually centered on eating a lot of starch with little vegetables. So when you grow up in this kind of environment, it's always difficult for you to find yourself incorporating vegetables. I know, and I can say for certain, in most of our homes, my home, an exception, because I had the diagnosis of type 1 early, so vegetable has always been a staple in my house. But I know that most homes have this cultural or dietary habit of eating more starch and less vegetables. And when you grow up in this kind of environment, it's very difficult for you to unlearn the habits of your culture and relearn new habits to eat healthy whilst you're living with diabetes. And then the seventh is this misconception we have about diabetes and diet. Some people believe that, oh, because I've been given a diagnosis of diabetes, I cannot eat fruits again in my life. And this misunderstanding is something that holds people back. So I keep telling people, don't hold yourself back. Don't say you cannot. This is all myth that have that made their way to become facts in quotes. So you need to understand that as a person living with diabetes, you can eat anything you want to eat as long as it sits well with your blood sugar levels. And I always tell people, even if you eat a meal that makes your blood sugar levels spike, rather than eating that meal at the time when you're least active, try having that meal at the time when you're most active. And this really helps you burn off that excess glucose after the consumption. So doing this helps you burn off that excess glucose from the food, and you find out that you're fine. So the take home message is, you need to know that you can eat whatever you want to eat, but have at the back of your mind that portion control is very, very vital in your diet as a person living with diabetes. Look at me, I'm a living example. I eat everything. I started off with misconceptions about my diet. First 3 years after my diagnosis was very depressing because I was told you can't eat this, you can't eat that. And yet I still had crisis all the time. Every week I spent in a hospital. So I used to wonder, so what is it that I will eat that will not affect my blood sugar level? Everything definitely will affect your blood sugar level, but how much you take, that is the portion control, is what each and every one of you need to pay most attention to. And just keep that at the back of your mind. I don't know what else to say, but I hope that I have been able to give you reasons that I think why people struggle with incorporating vegetables in their diet. So remember, you like, subscribe, and you hit that notification bell for more interesting videos on Let's Talk Diabetes with Nkirika. And I'll be looking forward to your comments in the comment sections. So if you have any questions, please drop them there and I will get back to you. Thanks for watching. Bye.